Hi. Everybody has had the very uncomfortable and often embarrassing experience of having been caught with their pants around their ankles. The thing is, usually pants around ankles are preceded by mistakes in judgment, mistakes in execution, and often there's not a single mistake, but a whole series of smaller ones that precipitates that airy and uncomfortable outcome. I'm Greg Hain of the Hain Coaching Group. This podcast is about helping you prevent those experiences, and in it, I'm going to answer questions you've asked, questions that you haven't asked but should have, and otherwise share some ideas that are designed to keep those pants of yours buckled firmly around your waist. So let's see what I've come up with for today. In this episode today, I have another question to respond to. Most of my work has traditionally been done with commercial roofing contractors. And this is a question that came from a commercial roofing contractor in regard to his service department. And the question that came in was this: who's the ideal person to run our service department? And by the way, if you have questions, you're welcome to send them to me either at my email or post them on LinkedIn, and we'll be glad to try to reply to them. So the question is, who is the ideal person to run our service department? And this is a great example of pants around ankles prevention, because in my experience, most people do it wrong. There's thousands of commercial roofing contractors around the country, and clearly not all of them do this wrong, but most of them do. And so what they do is they put someone in charge of the service department. This is the wrong way. Who's a roofer? Who knows roofing? Because they think service is about roofing. And it's not. It's interesting, when you take your car in for service, the person that greets you there, the service manager, he asks you questions, he gets you scheduled, all of that kind of stuff. I can guarantee you he does not know nearly as much about fixing a car as the person that's going to be doing the actual work. In fact, when you go to buy a car, you walk in and you say, I'm here to buy a car. And here's what doesn't happen. They don't bring somebody out of the back room that walks out with coveralls on, wiping the grease off their hands, and he walks and, hey, you should buy this car. It's a really good car. That's not what happens, is it? So sales is not about how much you know about cars. Service is not about how much you know about cars. And it's not about how much you know about ruse. Service is about how you go about taking care of your customer. Those service managers at the auto places, they're picked for their ability to get along with people and build relationships with people. They're good at customer service. And the people they hire to sell you a new car, they hire because they're good at building relationships and making sales, not because they know a lot about cars. The person that should be running your service department ideally needs to be someone that values and understands customer service, not roofing. So this leads to another place where we often see the pants around ankles. They think that the person that's running the department needs to be given a title, and the title they normally give them is service manager. You don't need a service manager. I know a contractor that's got 18 service trucks, no service manager. They have service superintendents that take care of the guys in the field. They have a response center, people that answer the phone and set up the work orders. And there's nobody running around there with title of service manager. Now, there is somebody that's in charge, and this particular company runs on EOS, and so the person that's in charge happens to be the integrator, who you might consider, if you're not familiar with EOS, the general manager, if you will. But there's nobody in there every day. They have 18 service trucks, no service manager. So as you think through service, understand that repairs and maintenance are what you do to a roof. Service is what you give to your customer. And if you want your service department to flourish, it needs to be based upon taking care of the customer's needs, not knowledge of roofing. Hopefully you find that helpful. And if you do, it'll help you keep your pants firmly buckled around your waist, because most of your competitors have them around their ankles. If you found this helpful, subscribe to the podcast. We have other things that you might find helpful available also. Have a great day.